Do you struggle to light your stove? Do you get a build-up of smoke within the stove itself that causes black glass? Well, today I'm going to show you the Scandinavian top-down method of lighting your stove to ensure you don't get any of them problems. We used to build our fire the traditional way, and that's to put some kindling at the bottom with a firelighter or some newspaper and put the logs on top. The problem with that is that when you light it, it doesn't generate enough heat straight away. So what you end up is a big build-up of the smoke inside the stove, and that is what makes your glass go black. Once that starts to heat up, it heats up the chimney and then it starts to draw, whereas the Scandinavian top-down method eliminates all of that. So I'm going to show you how to build that. I've already got one in the fire built ready, but I'm going to show you outside so it's easier to see. So the first thing you need is a couple of logs. Now these are nicely angled inwards, which is ideal. If the slope is bigger, you can put a piece of kindling in the bottom to level it out. What I always do is put a firelighter in the middle and then put 2 bits of kindling each side, and then I always like to use 3 bits of kindling on each level, and you just build it up like so, and that's it. So this is inside the stove itself, and as you can see, I've actually got an additional layer of logs. Depending on the size of the internals of your stove, depends on how many logs you can put in. So how it works is we light the firelighter. The heat comes up through these kindling, that starts to burn. Wood always burns on the top anyway, so that will burn from the top. It will generate some heat, and on a cold day like today, you can end up with something called a cold plug in the flue itself. And that cold plug of air effectively blocks the chimney. So by using this method, that gets rid of that cold plug of air and starts to draw the chimney straight away. And that way you won't end up with a build-up of smoke. Once the kindling starts to burn pretty well, that will drop down, the hot embers will fall through the gaps and ignite these logs as it goes. The other advantage of doing this method is that you can light this and leave it for an hour or so before you've got to come back and attend to it and put any more logs on. So what we're going to do is we're going to light it, and I'm going to show you that burning. But before we do light it, what we've got to do is make sure that we open all the vents on the stove to allow really good airflow through the stove and ensure that this burns really well. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Just go down below, click subscribe, and don't forget, click the notification bell, and then every time I release a new video, you'll be notified. The instant heat from the kindling removes any cold plug that you may have up the chimney. This creates an instant draw effect and removes any excess smoke from the firebox. Once this kindling burns down, it leaves hot embers which ignite the logs below. This is the stove now 30 minutes later, and as you can see, all the kindling's gone. The 2 logs on the top, one's completely gone, the other one's about gone, and we're now burning the bottom 2 thicker logs. So as you can see, it's pretty maintenance free. The glass is still crystal clear, and I think that's pretty important. It shows you just how well it is burning. Now what you can do is you can now turn it down a bit and just maintain your stove to keep it kicking out the right amount of heat. And if you want to add some more logs, now's the time to do so. So I hope you found that helpful. A nice short video. Don't forget, I've got loads more on my channel, including how to sweep your chimney and how to paint your wood burning stove.